Yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing out there today? Your host, Dennis Holmes. I'm here with the chocolate girl.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody hears me okay. I'm glad to be here on Saturday, my favorite day of the week. Yay! Hi, Dennis. How you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I want to know exactly how was your week?
I've had a good week. It was the best week I've had in a long, long, long time. So it was a good week. Um, got to see my grandbaby. That always makes me smile. I'm feeling
Yes.
okay. Feel better than I did last week. So that's always a plus, a bonus. Nothing too hateful. Worked a lot, but I'm always busy. Got something going on. How was your week? Uh-oh. Did you miss? Did you tap out, Dennis? Hey, what's up? Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute, Ernest. What's up, OG? How you doing, man? It's good to see you in the comments. Well, apparently Dennis is having some technical difficulties. So if you're in the audience watching, just say hello to me from the comments. Welcome to the side, Jawn. This is season 3, episode 41, y'all. Episode 41. Making our way to Juneteenth, which is our anniversary. We started this podcast 3 years ago on June 19th, 2021.
All
I hope,
right, my fault. Had some technical difficulties. Hit the wrong button. OG, what up, OG?
yeah, it was OG in the house. I see that. I was telling them we're on our way to our anniversary, which is coming up June 19th, Juneteenth.
Yeah, we on our way to the anniversary. Now, my week, on the other hand, um, I got to see my little cousin go on his my little cousin surprise. He went on his dance on Monday. He had a school dance. He
Mhm.
graduated yesterday. My other little cousin graduated. That was Damir. Damir graduated yesterday from the school that I work at. And I think I did something else on Wednesday. No, Tuesday. I went to Jersey. Celebrated the anniversary with June and B off the top sports. I was in Jersey with off the top sports on Tuesday.
Good.
I, I canceled Talk Is Tuesday to go to Jersey over there and be on off the top sports.
But y'all were on Stay Tuned at 10, right?
Yeah. I wasn't on Stay Tuned until round one.
Oh, Ron was okay.
Yeah, I wasn't on it. I was on a train riding back and got drunk, and it got me drunk in Jersey. I was sitting there, I was drinking. We was drinking Hennessy and Taylor Sport, and I was drunk.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, what Zay say? Taylor Sport. He said it tastes like Ripple. That's what he said.
I ain't never had Ripple, so I don't know.
It tastes like
I
Ripple.
don't drink Hennessy because Hennessy gives me a headache. I don't really like it. I don't really like the flavor. So Hennessy's not my drink of choice.
Yeah,
Speaking of
okay.
drink of choice, we're gonna have an upcoming liquor episode, but we'll tell y'all more about that later.
Yeah. And yesterday I was with my sister, Maureen. So me and
Hey
Maureen was hanging out
Maureen.
yesterday.
What's up,
Yeah, we was
Maureen?
hanging
We
out
gotta have her
yesterday.
back. Gotta have her back on the
Yeah,
show.
she got upset. She gonna say because we was drinking Tito's vodka, and I was sitting there, and like half the bottle going. I was like, yeah, I'm not drunk. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not drunk. Now, maybe they gave us the wrong bottle of Tito's, but I'm not drunk. This ain't getting me there. I should be cooked by now. I'm not cooked. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm trying.
Thank you,
I'm just
OG.
sitting there like,
I'm
I'm
still
not cooked.
me.
That's all I do.
I'm still me, OG.
Man, that's what I kept telling her. I said, I'm not cooked. So then she went and pour more liquor in there. I said, yeah, I'm still not cooked. It's like my sixth glass. six glass right here. I'm not cooked. I don't know what's going on, man.
That means you require more liquor now to get drunk. That's what that means. You've been
I think
drinking
I'm.
too much.
I think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop drinking Tito's. I think it's what it is.
Yeah, it
I
might
just
be
don't
the.
think Tito's good.
I don't blame it. Don't blame it on the Tito's now. Don't blame it on the Tito's. That's not Tito's fault.
Man, I think Tito's is a fine liquor. I take all sponsorships of Tito's, but it ain't gonna get me drunk. That's what I noticed. And we had the big bottle. We had a little bottle. We had the big
But
bottle.
is that always the goal to get drunk?
Yes, yes. My goal was
Oh,
to get
okay.
cooked. Yeah,
See, that's
my
that's where
goal
we
was.
differ. See, we differ on that. I don't. I drink because I like the taste of the liquor. That's why I drink. If I
I like
didn't get
I like
drunk,
the taste of the liquor.
if it wouldn't make me drunk, I would drink bourbon every day, all day. That's what I would drink.
I like the taste of the liquor, but if I'm somewhere with family, I've already said, yeah, let's go get some drinks today. I already know my mind. Yeah, let's get cooked. We getting twisted.
Nah. Well, hopefully next time you'll be able to reach that level
Yeah.
with your
But it's
consumption.
sometimes a lot of times like on brunches. When I go to brunches, I don't look to get cooked on brunches. I go to brunches, I enjoy myself, have a good time. I don't be looking to get cooked.
Well, that's good. At least you're not trying to get cooked, as you say, everywhere you go.
Man. Oh, and I seen Divine on Saturday. That
You
was
say
another one.
who? You saw who?
Divine Stanfield.
Oh, Devon. Oh, what's up?
Divine Stanfield. He came down last Saturday. That's right. He came down there, and we got cooked. We done shut the bar down.
I believe that. I do believe that now. I believe that. I don't have my light on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right up.
But besides all that, I've had a good week, man. It was good to see a lot of people, man. I had a really good time.
Good.
I got a couple of people we're gonna start having on the show. I'm gonna try to get them on the show. Let me say that. Try to get some people on the show. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna try. But as far as this week goes, in this show, you know, we want to know, can we talk? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we want to know. Can we talk? We got a couple letters that we are reading. I got to get to the first one. I'm kind of like Noriega. You ever see Drink Champs? Noriega always got to go through looking for stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
love
me.
Jim
I gotta,
Jams.
I
I love
gotta,
that show.
I gotta go through and I gotta go look for stuff, man.
We
All
got to
right,
do our
dear
drinks.
Sergeant. Here we go. Dear Sergeant, I'm 25. I still live at home with my parents. I'm saving to get my own place, but I'm not there yet. They have rules that they want me to follow, like I'm still in high school, like not having people over after 9 p.m. Don't come in after midnight. No smoking weed anywhere around the property. And they expect me to do chores and clean all the bathrooms and cut the grass. But I'm a grown man. I don't get it. How can I convince them to let up on some of these rules? Uh, you, I'll
Wow.
let you start, Sharon. Go ahead, Sharon.
Wow. You know, one of the things my mother said to me one time when I was younger is that respect for your parents doesn't have an age limit. And that stuck with me my whole life. I don't care how old I get, my parents are still my parents. Even if I'm a grown woman, they're still my parents. And they can tell me what to do. And until they both died, I did it. That was it. I don't care what it was. I didn't take time to judge. Now let me think about what they're asking me to do. Is this right? Should I be doing this? Am I too old to be doing that type of stuff? Doesn't even enter my mind. If she tells you you gotta clean the bathroom, I just went and clean the bathroom. First of all, she didn't have to tell me, but that's a whole nother story. He shouldn't have to be told to do chores. You're
Mm.
living there. And then he put in there, but I'm a grown man. Grown men ain't living at home. You're not grown till you get out on your own. So I don't want to hear all that. You're over 18. You're over 18. Uh, dude, what's his name? JoJo. You over 18, JoJo. But that don't mean you're a
Jody.
grown man, JoJo. So if you home with your parents, and I get it. It's tough. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. How much more difficult it is to go out on your own, and we get it. Staying home with your parents over 18 is not a problem with me. It's really not. But you're not gonna just be there bumming up on somebody, just laying around doing what you want to do, like you 15 years old or 14 years old, thinking that you don't have to do anything and that you can have people at your house all night, smoke weed everywhere, and do, come home 3 and 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, dragging in, knocking over drinks and stuff. No, you can't do all that. So I his question is, how can I convince them to let up some on those rules? Um, you can't, and you shouldn't try to. You need to do what you're supposed to do. Do your share, do your part, be a grown man at home, and be responsible. In fact, he should be going over and beyond anything they ask him to do on his own. I remember being in my parents' house and I used to wash their cars every weekend. They didn't ask me to do it. They had 2 cars. I washed both of them. They didn't ask me to do that. But when I was home, I would wash the cars anytime. Even when I was in college, come home, I washed their cars. That was a treat. That was our thing. So anyway, that's what I think. What you think, Dennis? Where you at on this?
I feel you 100%. I know where he's coming from because he's at that. I'm a grown man. I should be doing better. He see what his peers is doing. See, this is really not about what his parents said and what's going on. He see what his peers is doing, and he like, how come that's not me? Like I went to the same school with these guys. We had the same teachers and everything, and now they went and they got their money and they saved up and they doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some parents set some kids up for success, or I should say, for a better life. And some parents can't afford to set their kids up like that. Like I know a guy I went to school with. He, already had money to get a car. His thing was he had to keep his grades up and just get his license.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to save money for a car. They already had that ready for him.
Uh-huh.
Like when all the stuff that he needed for school and graduation and everything, he didn't have to go buy that all himself. I had to go buy all these things myself. Now my parents have helped me, but I had to go buy all these things myself. All of his stuff was more so set up, pre-planned. When he went to college, instead of him living in a dorm, they went and bought him a house. So he had his own house on dorm.
Wow.
And like I said, everybody ain't living like that. And once he graduated college, he went and sold that house.
Wow.
That's what I was telling him. Everybody ain't living like that. So everybody ain't got it like that. But we went to the same school, same public school, have the same education. We in the same class. We cheating off the same test. All right. I'm
Jesus.
may let you know it's the same thing. We doing the same stuff all the time. But his parents set him up for a more successful, easier pathway. We had a different pathway, and those things don't coexist. Now, your parents want you to do all this in their house. Respect your parents' house and do what you're supposed to do, is what I'm going to say.
That's
But
right.
save your money. Be mad enough that as you wrote this letter to
Mm-hmm.
save your money and move out and be comfortable. Don't save your money like, oh, I got first and next month's rent and I'm cool. I got a job. No, you need to have at least 4 months of rent saved before you move out, along with stuff to buy. Now, you don't need a lot of stuff to buy. I ain't telling you go buy a whole set of dishes and a whole set of, all that stuff. You only living by yourself. Get you some comfortable furniture, bed, TV, just enough. And from that point on, as you work it, you can build it up and get the rest of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when you move out, as you respected your parents' house, when people come over, you will make them respect your house.
Right.
It's just it ain't nothing but it, and you'll start to learn. Like I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, shit. I did not know none of this stuff. I thought everybody grew up cleaning up on Saturdays. At least in my neighborhood, we all cleaned up on Saturday morning. I
Yeah.
get to college, these guys to be some of the most triflingest mofos I've met in my life.
Right.
Men and women. Men
Yeah.
and women. Let me
Men
get that
and
out of the
women.
way.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I thought the women was better. I go to the girls' dorm, they bathroom dirty as hell. What the?
Yeah.
I said, you know what? My grandma wasn't lying.
Yeah. I don't know how
Grandma
people
wasn't.
people grew up like that. I'll just say we were lucky. You and I, we were lucky to land in the right family because there are some people out here that just were never taught the what we call the basics, you know, the basics. And getting up on Saturday morning, that's a logical time to get up and get your mess done out the way. And you have the rest of the weekend to play. The rest of the weekend, and your stuff is done. Your house is clean.
I clean them baseboards. There's
Gotta,
people out here now.
you know,
Wake up
that's what I'm
early.
on.
Wake up.
I'm on the baseboards. That's what I'm on.
People,
Look,
people on there
baseboards,
to this day.
baseboards, ceiling fans, and your window blinds. Those are the
Yeah.
things. Because you can easily just overlook them. No, you need to get them, bud. Yeah, get them Jones, as you say.
Back them Jones go. Them Jones
But
go.
yeah, so we on the same page with that. Let me see. We got 3 more letters. So let me get moving on the second one. Dear Side John, my mother got married to my stepfather last year. He's cool and all, but I don't like him telling me what to do. Oh, Lord. When my mom is out, he tries to act like he's my real father and tell me to do this and that. He ain't my dad, so I don't do it. When I see my dad and I tell him, he tells me that I'm right and I don't have to listen to him. Last week, though, he tried to tell me I couldn't go out with my boyfriend because I didn't clean up like he told me to do. And my mom agreed with him. I don't like it. I think I want to live with my dad, but he stays in a part of town with gangs and stuff. So my mom won't let me go. Don't that sound like Boys in the Hood? I don't know what to do. I can't wait until I turn 18. I can live where I want. Okay. So
How
they're
old
a
is she?
teenager. They said I can't wait till I turn 18. So they must be under
Oh,
18.
never told. Okay, never told the age yet.
Mhm.
She at that age. She smelling herself. Um, and this is what I always say: you have to be a united front because those kids will find ways to manipulate and divide you. I say this all the time. That's why I always say FTK. And you always be like, no, you can't say. This is exactly why. When they're younger, is the best time. When they little, that's the best time to be around them kids. I ain't gonna lie, best time. Kids when they little, they so honest. They gonna say stuff that they ain't really supposed to say, but they just trying to find out what's going on. They got questions. They got all that stuff. When they start to smell themselves and start isolating themselves, then nah, I'm cool. Don't let them get to that point. Stay, and it's kind of crazy because as they get older, you start working more. So when you just was working 8 hours, it was cool. Now you working 16, well, maybe 14, but you out of the house for 16. And you coming home, you only get 8 hours of sleep, only 24 hours in a day. You ain't really had no time to bond with your kids. Maybe you get a day on your day off if you ain't sleep all day.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just some of the things that you sit there and think about. Like, and now you ain't been bonding with your kids in all this time because either you sleep or you at work. That's it. And they're trying to pay these bills that keep going higher and higher. You done lost touch with them. Now
Yeah.
they out there smelling themselves.
Yeah.
I don't really like what. you and your husband doing, I think I'm gonna go with my dad because he listened to me.
Right.
You get to your dad house. Go. I'd have threw you right to your dad house. You'd have said that to me. Go ahead over there. Go, go. I'd
Exactly.
have threw your ass right over there. I'll
You
let you learn.
you want to go? Go on over there.
Go over there.
Look,
Watch you
I'll
see
even
how
have.
these.
I'll help you pack. You ain't taking none of my stuff, but you can take yours.
Take everything you need because you're gonna need every amenity you got. Because he ain't
Exactly.
got none of them.
Nope. That's usually what happens
That's
too.
exactly. It's two different worlds over there.
Mhm. So
Um,
let me see. Well, for me, I agree with what you said, but the bottom line is the ex husband or the father that doesn't live there, the biological father, he is the main problem here that I see because just from this little bit we know, it seems like he is not in agreement with the mama and the stepdad because he's telling the child that, yeah, you don't have to do what he say. He's not your dad, but he's her stepfather, and he lives there in the house, and he's taking care of her in his house.
exactly.
Now, I do. I have heard. You watch these talk shows. Listen to these therapists and psychologists always talking about the step parent should not discipline the child in that way. You let the biological parent do it, and blah 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 blah. I've always disagreed with that, and the reason why is because, like I said, that parent is in the household helping to take care of that child, and they need to be respected in their house. Period. So the stepfather and the mom and the father need to get together on this. But it sounds like to me there he's not. He's not willing to because the mom is sticking by the stepfather. But the dad is out here telling the child at the same time, no, you don't have to do what he says. That hurts the whole process. Because then now she's torn between loyalty to her father and what the stepdad is telling her to do.
Right.
That's a problem. And see, children, no matter how mad they might get at you, they love you as their parents. And they don't want to pick and choose. That's not fair to a child. So the adults need to handle it. This is an adult problem. This is not a child's problem. That's what I say.
I believe it. I believe that. But that biological father is gonna be bitter like that until he actually get a girl that takes his mind off of his ex girlfriend.
You think that's what it
This
is?
part of stuff, yeah, this part of stuff he's saying he's bitter.
You think
I
that's
can
all it
see.
is?
That's it. That is it. And it's sad and it's crazy, but that is it. Been in
I,
those situations myself, so I know.
I think that I think you may be right. I wish they, sometimes when we get these letters, I wish they would tell us, give us more insight. Because all we can do is make assumptions. But it seems like to me he might be better, like he didn't want to break up with the mama, or he's still holding on to something.
Or maybe he's still holding on to it because he probably maybe he cheated on her or she cheated on him. I don't know. But
Something. But it sounds like he
yeah,
still got some feelings there for her, and trying to mess up what they got going on because it's not him. That's what it sounds like, but we don't know.
well, speaking of bitterness, let's get to this third letter of bitterness. Let's get to this one.
Okay.
Dear Sergeant, my man and I are getting married in a few months. I have three daughters, 19, 17, 15, and he has a son and a daughter, 11 and 9. Ooh, child.
Wow.
Our exes are in our children's lives. but his ex-wife doesn't seem to want me around her children and hinders them from seeing their father a lot. I'm curious of those that have children. What advice do you have from step parents?
For step parenting. Oh, well, shoot, pretty much like what we were just talking about. I mean, this is a big deal, though. This is a blended family on both sides. Both of the parents have kids. And you see 19, 17, 15, 11, 9. That's straight down, right?
Straight down,
Straight
straight
down.
down.
And
All them girls in the house. Let me sit pause for a second. All them girls in the house. Tell me right
woo,
now. And the bathroom cabinet will be full of pads and tampons. All right. Because what I'm not doing is going to the store to go get some pads and tampons. Because we out,
why wouldn't you?
folks. We ain't gonna be out. We could be low, but we won't be out. There's a difference.
Okay. But you wouldn't go if they asked you to go.
We won't be out. My
I,
I got
I'm just saying.
I had two. I had two. I got one daughter who got a menstrual cycle now, but it was at a point I had two at one point. They both
And,
had menstrual cycles,
and,
and my bathroom was filled. And me and my ex-wife had a whole conversation about that. Well, why you get so many? Because I'm not coming back to the store
okay. My
every month
question,
to
though,
keep
is
getting.
if you ran out and they needed you to go get some, you wouldn't go get any?
I'll go get it, but it ain't
Yeah.
getting to that point.
But you'd be mad, wouldn't you?
It ain't get. You know me, but it ain't getting to that point. I'm just
Well,
letting you know.
everybody knows
It's
if
like,
you
and I
go.
feel. Let me explain why I say that. Right.
Uh-huh.
Explain why I say that. I'll tell you why. When I um, first had a mirror, I bought a bunch of diapers.
Gotcha.
And my daughter's mom, she wasn't working at the time. So she called me like, yeah, we don't have no more diapers. So why would you call me when you out of diapers? Like, why would you even just say, oh, we need diapers and we need them now? Like, I'm just
Right.
supposed to just put my Superman suit on, go to the damn store, go get it, and her come here.
Right. That's what it was
Like,
about.
why wouldn't you say, so that was a big argument. I said, from here on out, when you get to a half a pack left, then you call me. Because I got enough time to make sure that I got everything I need to go get.
Right.
Just in case something happens. I ain't had that
I'm
issue no
telling
more.
you, see, in that case, I think she just wanted to be able to tell you to come over and you come. That's what I think.
Probably so.
I
I ain't
don't
gonna
think
lie.
it was
Probably so.
about the diapers at all. What you think?
Now, you probably right. But we ain't had that issue no
Mm.
more.
Yeah, she had to come up with something else to get your attention after that.
Probably.
See? Right?
She did. She did. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why
I
I'm
know.
laughing. She did.
I know women. I know us. But anyway, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, but my only thing is with when you have blended children like this, it's different than when one comes with a chat with children. Now you got both of them have children. It's gonna have to be a lot of family meetings about processes and delegation of duties and roles and all of that. It's gonna have to be.
You got a lot of
Communication
stuff
is
on the
always
go.
key, and the parents need to express to the children, "Hey, I have, I got three daughters, but daughters, when he says no, that's like me saying no. And when he says no, when I say no, it's like him saying no. And they have to come together on that and agree as a couple that that's the way it's going to be and communicate that to the kids. But the key though, then is next to communication is consistency. You have to be consistent with it. You cannot waver on it. You can't, because once children can be manipulative, they're not dumb. And once you give them a little bit in, that's all they need to get in and flip the script on you. That's why you got to be consistent.
gotta be, because you gotta stay as a united front, and you cannot let. Now, here's the thing that the kids know how to do. When they want something, they know what parent to go to
Oh,
get it,
honey, yes.
and they know when to go to that parent and at what time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mom just came home from work. I'm gonna wait till she wake up. Then I'm gonna ask her. Have something nice for her to drink. They know when to do when, and I'm gonna clean up so I can make it look like, yeah, I just cleaned up and I did everything I need to do. Yeah, yeah, I got it. They know damn well when dad home, you ain't getting away with none of that shit. You cleaned up, you always supposed to clean up something.
Exactly.
You ain't manipulating me into go buying you no fucking iPhone. What I look like?
Well, yeah, you gotta do that. They have to be united front. That's the thing.
Uh, bitterness. Let me get to that part. The bitterness. That
Mm-hmm.
ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, whatever she is, yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be a big
So,
issue. He
so let's
better
let's
off going to court.
let's put a pin in it and talk about that for a second. Okay, let's talk about that for just a hot minute. Ex-wife messing with him, seeing the children. So they must be in a shared custody situation. So sometimes they're there with him, and sometimes they're there with the ex-wife. I'm assuming.
I don't think it's a custody situation. I don't think so, because she said he's hindered. So if he's hindered, that means that I don't think they're going to court at all. I think he needs to go to court so that way he ain't got to worry about it.
Oh no, I wasn't meaning court. I just meant that that's the situation. Like they're there
Oh, okay.
sometimes, but they're not there full time. The children,
Right. It
and
all depends on how
she's
she feels.
right. Which what way the wind blowing today? And as the wife, as the new wife coming into that situation, Dennis, um, what advice would you give her as the new wife coming into that situation? I want you to go first because I'm gonna tell you what happened to me, what I decided. But you go ahead.
As the new wife coming into that situation,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I always say, women will turn your house into a home. So as the new wife coming into that situation, she needs to make sure that he goes to court so he can get his kids. So he ain't got to go through this back and forth on the phone. Go, hey, you gonna drop the kids off? No, I'm not dropping the kids off. Can I come pick the kids up? No, you can't come pick the kids up. We don't. You ain't even got to worry about none of that. You ain't even got to talk to her. You ain't even got to talk to her if it's that bad. If it ain't that bad, then go ahead and talk to her. If it is that bad, you ain't got to talk to her. You go to court. You get your paperwork in order. From then on, she know every Friday she drop off, and every Sunday she pick up. Because you went to court, did what you supposed to do. See, a lot of men don't like to go to court, and that's how these women hold this stuff over them for years and years. And I just came to my senses, and I was like, no, I'm going back to court. I ain't going through this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going through none of this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the feeling that you can't get your own child because of how she feel.
Right.
I don't like that feeling. I don't care how you feel.
And you shouldn't. That's your child.
I didn't care how you feel. Now,
That
me
has
and my
nothing.
daughter's mother are great friends now. We're very good now. We go out and have a good time now. But
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I didn't like how she was feeling. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, as the new wife going in, um, I would tell this person, listen, you marrying him, and those kids are his kids first. His priority is his children. I mean, that's a priority. But it's your job, like you said, to make the house a home. So you make sure that your environment is together. You make sure that you're supportive of him and whatever it is he's trying to do. You be the encourager, like you said, Dennis. Encourage him to go to court. Help him. If he has paperwork to fill out, if he needs to get this testimonial from the psychiatrist, offer to go pick it up and help him with it. I mean,
Exactly.
you're marrying the whole person. If you make the decision to marry someone and you already know this situation exists, but you still decide to marry them, then there is certain responsibility that you have because this is what you decided to do. You decided to welcome that into your life. So, but there's a way you've got to handle it. That's it. She wants advice on step parenting. Well, it's really more on how to deal with the ex-wife because she seems to be the one in this scenario that's causing the problem, right? That's causing the problem. So as far as step parenting, the children, it seems like to me that his children are not going to be there often because the mama keeps it from happening. So step parenting for her should be easy because she doesn't have to see him that much. Be honest with you. Now, as far if she's
Yeah,
asking
but
for advice to give him about her children, then the advice is you guys need to be united on how you treat these children. And that's it. What's up, June?
what up, June? Uh, I hear how you said that, but if he don't starts to get his children to be with his children,
Mm-hmm.
and she keep hindering him from that, and
Mm-hmm.
he don't try to go to court and try to fix that situation,
Mm-hmm.
then he might start to lose a part of himself.
He might start to what?
Lose a part of himself. Like he might not feel like himself no more. Like, come on, you want to go and do? Nah, I really don't. I don't
Well,
want
the new wife has to be understanding and help him work through that. You have to
to.
help.
Right.
I mean, if you love him, I'm just okay. I'm just remembering situations that I was in with people I have loved. And when I say I love you, I mean I love your ass. I mean, I love you. And nothing can keep me from it. Okay? So if I feel like that in my heart, and I know you're hurting because of what the game she's playing with your children, and I see
Right.
it's breaking your heart, then me as a new wife, I have to do whatever it is I can to help heal your heart in any way I can, whatever I got to do. I'm not going to confront the ex-wife because I just don't, that's just not how I roll. Now, if she come over to my house with some shenanigans, it's on and popping. But I'm not going to
See.
seek it out, and I'm not going to try to bait her into an argument or anything like that. I'm not going to speak bad about her in front of her children when they're with us, or even my own children. And that's important. Keeping children, and stop bringing adult issues to children. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh my gosh. God,
And people do that all the time.
I don't even understand it. There's a lot of things kids shouldn't even know.
Yes, and
Like,
how do you know? Because the parents telling them. No, parents are saying it in earshot. See, a lot of time they don't sit down and be like, okay, kids, gather around. I'm gonna tell you about your old my ex-husband, your daddy." No, but they say stuff about them in earshot, and these kids are not dumb, and they can hear. You can't do that. I don't care what you got. If you got to go outside and go down the street and talk in the car, do that. But you don't say that mess around your children. You just don't. Keep that mess amongst the adults. And that's all.
I, I'm just saying, I don't understand it.
So that would be my other part of advice for you, lady. But
Yeah.
we're talking about kids, and these seem to be all kids that are younger, except for that first letter. We were talking about somebody that was 24, 25 years old. But that leads to this next topic. In America, 18 to 24-year-old men, 58% of them still live with their parents. And with 18 to 24-year-old women, 54% are still living with their parents. That's between 18 and 24. So we wanted to talk about, um, the adage when you get 18, you either got to move out or go to school. You gotta get a job, go to school, and move out. You can't stay here at 18.
Right.
It's 2024. People are still doing that. And I don't understand it. It's tough
Especially with
out
the
here. It is tough
yes.
out here. What did you say about the cost of rent? Let me go
Cost
back.
average cost of rent is $2,000 a month. And in all actuality, they say you're supposed to make three times as much as your rent.
Mhm.
So average
That's
cost of rent is
6,000.
2,000. There's $6,000 you're supposed to be making a month, which is $72,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep real with you, Sharon. I don't know that many people make $72,000.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
don't.
average. You said the average salary is 51,000. That's the
51,000.
average.
Now I know a lot of people making that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people making that. I don't know a lot of people making no 2G.
So anyway,
Now,
that leads us to this last letter. Dear Side John, I'm graduating from high school next week, and I have not applied to college. I really don't know what I want to do, so I might go to community college. My dad keeps saying I have to get an apartment because I can't stay at home and go to school. My mom says I can stay, so they argue all the time. I really don't want to move because then I'll have to work while going to school, and a one bedroom where I'm at is almost $1,800 a month. That's a one
must be in New
bedroom?
York.
Wow.
Must
He
be in New
says,
York.
what should I do?
I'm gonna say either in New York or California, maybe Chicago.
Hmm.
1,800 for a one bedroom, and that's probably a closet in New York.
Oh, yeah, New York. Yeah. Yeah. So, what would you tell him to do, Dennis?
I would tell him to sit down and talk with both his parents and work it out. Just let them know that he had a point in his life where he don't know what he wants to do. The dad's gonna say he want him out, so all those chores that we was talking about that happened with the first boy with he was 25. That's gonna be him at 18. But do everything that you're supposed to do as an 18-year-old, and make sure you go to school and finish. Don't give this sob story and then you in school flunking out, but you was at home the whole time. You could have flunked out and been working. All right.
Right. Right.
We ain't trying to hear the sob story just cause. I want the story to match the energy, to match the grades.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
Also, with that though, yeah, parents do got to stop kicking their kids out. But I do think kids after 21, you need to start kicking in. Like, all right, I'm 21. Let me start paying some of these bills. Not just clean them. Let me start paying some of these bills. Let me start doing some other things around the house. Start off with something simple. Pay
Mm-hmm.
your mother's cell phone bill. Something simple. You got to
Mm-hmm.
pay your bill every month. Pay her bill. Y'all probably on the same plane, so just pay the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Something simple. Pay the bill. Pay the cell phone bill. Get used to having to pay it every month. One thing you want to do when you get out, you want to eliminate bills.
Oh
Don't
my
add no
God.
more. You want to eliminate.
OG said the rent in San Francisco for one bedroom is $3,000 as of June 1st of 2024.
Jeez.
$3,000 a month
And that's probably a closet too.
for one bedroom? Probably a studio.
Right.
Lord, that's
That's
it's
too
a
much
lot.
money.
It's a lot. Well, here's my answer. Um, I would recommend, since the parents are at odds, and we're trying to give advice to the child, not to the parents. So I'll stick with that. I would sit down and write out a plan as in proposal form. I would actually, do it on you gonna do it on computer, but I would write it out first because that's just how I navigate. Plan on how you can go to school. I would go get my what you think with a potential schedule for your first year in community college. I write that down. I would write down. I would go out, get prices of apartments around the college. Write that down. I would write down 24 hours in a day And these are the hours that I have. I'm going to be awake. And this is what I'm going to do if I stay here. If I stay here, I'm going to go to class from here to here. I'm going to work this part-time job from 2 to 6. Then I'm going to come home and study. And then these are my chores. I got a schedule for my chores. On Mondays, I'll do this. Tuesdays, I'll do this. Wednesday, I'll do this. Thursday. Put all the chores down that you're going to do. If you don't want to do one a day, then group them up together however you want to do it. But I have a plan for school, work, home life. And I would even include entertainment. And I would say 4 hours a week on Saturday, I'm going to do entertainment for me. This is my free space time. And you write that down. And if we stick to this plan, I will be able to pay you. I will be able to pay you this much money a week. $50, $100, whatever it is. And propose it. It may or may not work. Father might still be saying, nah, hell no, 18, you out. He might still say that, but you got to at least try. You got to at least try it. And then if mom doesn't advocate on your behalf and convince him to change his mind, you're going to have to bite the bullet and go ahead and get you an apartment and work and try to go to school. You might have to get you a roommate. Try to get a roommate.
I'm about to say you roommate with some of your friends, see if y'all can roommate together. That ain't gonna be nothing but a crazy dorm house at first, because all y'all gonna be doing is having a good time.
I have a friend. Her son did that. She did not tell him he had to leave at 18, but he wanted to leave so badly at 18. She's like, well, I'm not going to pay for your apartment, though, for you to leave when I'm telling you can stay home. And so he decided he was going to move in with 2 of his friends. So he did. And 3 months into it, one of the roommates bailed on him and left them stuck with all this rent to split in half. And so then he had to get 2 jobs, and he had dropped out of school and all that. So he's not in school, never got his degree, still hasn't gotten it. But that's how it turned out. But that was him. He decided. She wanted him to stay home and go to school. But that's what he decided. We all have choices to make.
He wanted to have a bunch of women over and live a luxurious life.
No, something.
I know what
he wanted to do. He didn't want to stay there with her and the stepdad. Stepdad, good as gold, treat him like his own son. I know them personally. Treats him like he's his own son for real, because he didn't have any children.
Yeah, but you can't have no women in and out of the house.
Probably not.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, that's hey, then he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He's still struggling, but he's doing better now than he was then. So that's a good thing.
That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good to hear.
But seriously, that would be my advice. That would be my advice. Write it all out. Bring it home to him in real time, current numbers, so he can see. This is how much it costs, Dad. In order for me to get this apartment right here, I got to work this hard, work this many hours to make this much money so I can pay this, electric, phone, insurance, car, all this stuff, when I could be paying you this amount. See how that works? But you can't get off scot-free. You're going to have to pay something. That's how you get to a person who wants to kick you out at 18. You're going to have to give them some money. It's sad to say, but that's how it is. What Tavai said, what's up, Tavai? Said, unfortunately, some parents are disconnected to how things are. I am all for staying together as a family. The contribution can be monetary, chores, or something that helps. Amen, sister. Because sometimes it doesn't have to be monetary. I'm just saying in this particular situation, it sounds like to me that's what the daddy's concern is. So offer to pay to stay. Offer it. But see, the thing about writing it out in a proposal, Dennis, he can tell that this child thought this out. and actually thought of a plan of how to stay there, contributing, and still getting his education so that he can get out the house the right way. See? What you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. I wouldn't have thought about that one. That was a good one. The kid who came to
Proposals,
me with a
man.
proposal. He came to me with a proposal. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Get open PowerPoint, do a PowerPoint presentation with charts and graphs and pictures. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide. Oh, hell yeah. I can see that. Mm-hmm.
All right.
OG agree with you, Tavai. Seriously, we do
Yeah.
too. You just got to do it. Gone are the days where you should be out here saying you got to get out at 18 anyway. That's my opinion. We can't live the way that we used to live when we were kids, Dennis. We can't do that. It costs too much. It costs too much. Listen, I went to Aldi. I have never
I
in
feel
my life spent a
that's
hundred
my stuff.
dollars. I have never spent $100 at Aldi. Never. Since the time I've been going there. Whatever my list is, it comes out to less than $100. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I spent over $100 at Aldi, and I had an attitude. I was PO. You hear me?
Man.
Times are tough.
Yeah, all these is my store. Um, yeah, you're gonna spend over $100. You are.
Yeah,
I'm just
now.
trying to figure out these people. I'm just trying to figure out these people with these food stamps. I'm just trying to figure out why can't y'all something us? That's all I want to know. Man. I'm putting it out there. Why can't y'all something us? I
Sell
mean,
them.
that's all I'm
They're
doing.
on a
Yeah.
card now. They can't sell them to you. They can give you the
Okay, Shannon.
card. They can give you the card and
Shannon.
let you go, but then you got to make sure you give them their card back. So who wants to trust that? Who's trusting
Okay,
that?
Shannon. They've been on a car since like '98. People have been selling them that way all this time. I just want to let you know that. All right. They've been off the books
How
since
you
about
selling
'98. They've
on
been
a
on the car.
card
You give
unless
them
you
your card.
unless you giving them their
You give,
card? That's all I'm saying. You got to give them the card. You
or
can't
or
just
some people don't trust you with the card, so you go shopping with me. I don't care how you feel about it.
Oh well,
I
yeah.
need
Now,
some stamps.
yeah. Now the
I need some
shopping
stamps.
with me, yeah. The shopping with you thing, yes. But I remember the coupons, man.
Right.
Get them coupons out, and people would sell them coupons. Ooh wee, I tell you. OG put ooh wee in the comments. Ooh wee, yep. And I never sold any, and I've never bought any, but I do know
I,
people
I,
who bought some for me. They bought some and gave them to me. I was like, where you get? Somebody paid me in food stamps one time because they owed me some money. They gave me food stamps. So what they did was they gave me double the amount they owed me in food stamps. I was like, all right, shoot, I ain't shame. Walk right up in there and use them things and guess what I did? I kept one of them. I still got that food stamp in my drawer. It's a
that's
reminder
what's up.
of where I've been
Where
and
you
where I am.
been? Where you going?
That's right. I have it. I still have it. It says coupon. It says the word coupon on it. United States Department of Agriculture. It has it right on it.
Right. But people would give you their card though. They give you their card.
People
Say,
out here
listen, now
they trusting people with cards out here, Dennis.
Sharon, this is
Wow.
what they do. If this is, let me tell you how the whole thing goes. So let's just say somebody gave me the card, right? Somebody gave me the card and I went and I used it, but I ain't give it back. All they do is go back to the welfare office and say, listen, I lost my card, and stand in line and wait, and they get a new card that day.
But the money is still. What if the person uses up all your money on the card though? More
Well,
than
I
what
guess that's
more
what
than
they.
what they paid you.
Oh, I don't know about
Or
that. I
maybe
usually
they'll
pay
say they
for it.
lost it and somebody whoever found it used up my money. It wasn't me. and then they replace it. Maybe that happens.
I don't know how that goes. I ain't ever see that part too, but I do know. I know a girl who used to lose her card at least 3 times a year.
Lose.
Yeah, at least 3 times a year, and had to go to the welfare office to go get another card. I know this girl personally, Shannon. Know this girl.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. So,
Yeah, no, you can say it.
not gonna say it.
Yeah, I know what
Get
you
through
gonna
this
say.
whole
I don't
show.
know where
Not
you.
gonna say
I don't know where you be me, because I know you know what you're saying.
it. Oh Lord. But yeah, that's the last letter. That's the last
Yeah,
letter.
he said, "Give me the cheese and the butter." I hear you.
Oh, Wick. Oh, let me tell you, I loved Wick. Wick was that I was sad when I lost my wig because I got a better job. I was sad. I was enjoying that milk, orange juice, eggs, and cheese and cereal. That's what I used to get.
They give
Big
out they
box
give
of it.
out peanut they give out peanut butter, which I don't understand because there's so many kids with nut out.
I think I did get peanut butter a few times, but
I
not
had to
all the
go to the
time.
that was
But it was always eggs, orange juice. They never gave us apple juice. It was always orange juice. So it was milk, orange juice, eggs, cheese, and then maybe sometimes peanut butter and cereal.
and
Box
now
cereal.
I don't know about right now, but I'm gonna say 15 years ago they was giving out juicy juice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
Nah,
only a
mine
certain
was
kind of juicy juice, but they was
ours
giving out
was
juicy juice.
Tropicana orange juice in a half a gallon. So you get a gallon of milk and half a gallon of orange juice.
They
No,
wasn't
I'm
giving out
sorry.
half. They
No,
wasn't,
no, no. That's wrong. It was a gallon of milk and a gallon of orange juice,
they
eggs,
wasn't giving out gallons. They was
cheese.
giving out half a gallon.
Yeah, we got gallons in Ohio. I don't know
Yeah,
why
they
that
was
made
only
a
giving out half
difference.
a gallon.
It was a gallon.
Mm. But they give you so much milk, you start selling milk. Like they give you so much milk on the week, you start selling milk.
We used ours. I was living at home with my parents when I had WIC, and it was only a short time. It was what 6 months, maybe a year. Yeah, no, it was 18 months. 18 months, and I would wake up in the morning and go outside. It's just sitting outside out on the front porch. Back in the day when you can sit stuff on the front porch and people wouldn't steal your stuff. Tell you, can't do that now.
You gotta hurry and get your Amazon boxes. When somebody stealing.
Oh yeah. Luckily, my neighbor across the hall had a Ring camera. So when she got her Ring camera, I noticed after she got her Ring camera, I didn't have anything missing off my front porch. Well, she moved last month, and now I'm like, dang, do I need to get a Ring? I might need to get one.
Yeah, I think I'll purchase me one later. I think I'm gonna have to purchase me one so I can. I'll probably gonna have to have the whole setup, the Ring camera, the to have your phone unlock your door.
Oh yeah,
Probably
remote.
gonna have to have the whole.
You
Yeah,
can do that with
probably
Ring.
gonna have to.
You can do all that. It's all kind of services out here now where you can do that.
Yes, it is.
hmm So
Um, as a final thought, though, I'm gonna have to say I do I do appreciate and love everybody's letters, but make sure y'all do what y'all can for them kids because you start to get to that point in your 20s where you're a little lost. You don't know where you are, what your career is, and everything. So make sure y'all take some time out with them adult kids. Is what I'm gonna say. Take some time out with them adult kids and try to see. Don't enforce a question like, "Hey, what you gonna do?" But more so, how's everything been? It's not what you say; it's how you say it. Always remember that. Your delivery. I always talk about your delivery. You can mean well, but your delivery could be effed up. Make sure you get your delivery together.
Yeah, I agree with that. Is that your final thought?
It's my final thought.
All right. Well, my final thought is this: I love the children. Children should be more of a priority in this nation. I believe. I don't believe it is, and so many children out here are hurting. There are children with no parents, children with bad parents, bad step parents, bad foster parents. Some hurting children out here, and hurt children become hurt adults, and there goes the criminal justice system right there. So consider, people, even if you're older, consider adopting a teen. The teens have it the hardest. Yeah, consider adopting a teenager instead of an infant, because there are some teenagers out here that really need saving. And you can just dial 1-800 adoption and listen to the information and decide if you want to be an adoptive parent or at least foster parent. There's a whole screening process. You don't have to take the child of the most abused children if you're afraid of that. But there are some children out here that need help and need to be with good foster families. So consider it. But pray for the children, y'all. We got to help our children. We really need to make children more of a priority again, like we used to be. Okay? That's
Okay.
my final thought.
Well, I'm gonna pray for the kids.
Pray
And
for the children.
thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out this day. See y'all next week on the side, John. And
Anniversary show
wanna-
next week.
that's right. Anniversary show. God bless.
Great day.
Great day.